Good evening, Bharat. Good evening, Chandrasekhar. Good evening, Ganesh. Good evening, Kirti. Good evening.
Good evening, Santosh.
Good evening. Let's wait for another 2 minutes. Can you all see my screen?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Yes.
Okay. The last couple of sessions, we were discussing about the roadmap. Talking about for the first two sessions, we were figuring it out what was data engineering, what was your roles and responsibilities. And in the last class, we have talked about our roadmap. In that, the first thing that we'll be covering will be SQL, followed by Python, data warehousing. Then we'll be entering into big data ecosystem, and followed by we'll be going into cloud, right? And that's the plan that we have. And as said, we have introduced SQL to you. So in order to talk to a database, you need to know one language, and that language has to be your structural query language. That is nothing but your SQL. It is as fast as cheetah, comparable to cheetah. There is no other animal that can beat the speed of cheetah. Similarly, there is no other technology in this planet which can beat the speed of SQL. And that's why we are learning that. And why we need that? Obviously, if we want to talk to a database is a place where you will have to store the data. And in order to communicate to database, you need to have this one communicating language, which is nothing but SQL. And then when multiple people are acting on a database, the first come first preference, the first person who has started the transaction will be given the preference, and then followed by the updates, inserts, everything happens in database. So followed by we were talking about the language, and we have so many databases in the market, and the data that gets stored in the backend looks like this. We do have a table, columns, rows, records, data values. And then why it is important? It is important because of these two reasons, OLAP and OLTP. The two types of transactions what we can have in a traditional system, and one is online transactional processing, one is online analytical processing. The moment you hear OLAP and OLTP, always remember the ATM transaction, the sound that you get whenever you put a ATM pin as well as the amount, the sound you get, just think that within that sound, your message you will be receiving it saying that your amount has been depicted. It is as fast as like that. Okay. Now, in that online transactional processing, the ATM transactions, you send money to someone, all of this has to happen immediately. You cannot wait for like 1 or 2 days to get your bank balance updated. If that is a case, a lot of fraud can happen and a lot of people can misuse it and many things can happen, right? So that is one type of transaction. Another type of transactions which is more widely used in the real time, the recommendation. You buy something and you will be recommended with some products. And just like that, you watch some Netflix movies and automatically you will be recommended with some sort of movies, correct? So all this happens not in seconds, not in minutes. It takes some time. It analyzes the data for about 2 to 3 days, and then after 1 week, they recommend the movie for you. That is nothing but OLAP. And we were talking about some sort of differences, and then followed by, we know that 45% of the data comes from OLTP, which you'll be using very widely in the real time. And then finally, let's get into the database. Now, let's compare this with a pen drive. We have a pen drive. We have a pen drive, and that pen drive comes with the different brands. We do have Transcend, we do have SanDisk, we do have etc. 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 But if you see the difference, storage is storage. Only thing is maybe that's different company, correct? That is exactly what we are seeing here. There are so many database in the market. SQL Server, Postgres, DB2, IBM, MySQL, Oracle. There are so many database in the market. Now, let's learn one tool among this. The tool that we are going to learn and the database that we are going to install on our machine will be MySQL. The only reason because I like the dolphin symbol on that MySQL. Is it justifiable? Is it justifiable?
No.
No. So we have to learn one database. Okay. See, one person comes and says that I have got placed in IBM. IBM company, they tend to use their own database. IBM have their own database, right? So they will have to use that. One person comes and says that I've got placed in Microsoft. Okay, can you teach me Microsoft SQL Server? One person comes and says me that I've placed in Oracle. Can you teach me Oracle? Now, how many database to teach you? Are we going to learn database for 1 year? Definitely no, correct? Now, whatever the database we use, one thing you need to understand that 95% of the code will remain same in all of these databases. Okay. Now we will choose a variety. That is, now we will learn this. We'll get some hands-on on SQL, and then we'll slowly focus on SQL Server, but this we will do in cloud. Okay. Now, why have we chosen MySQL is it's a open source. Anyone can start installing in your machine and start practicing it. It's highly configurable. It handles huge data. And the good thing is it is a cross platform. That means you can install in your Windows machine, Mac machine, Unix machine, wherever you want, you can install it. And it's also easy to use and highly secure. Not only this, the companies which you're seeing on the right side, even NASA is using MySQL. So there are so many companies who are using MySQL database, and it's an open source that we are going to use. So it comes with a paid version, but this is much simpler. And the other databases need a lot of other enterprise applications, and you need a lot of heavy lifting configurations. Your laptop has to have minimum configurations. So all of this is also a problem. And the reason why I've chosen MySQL is it's very simple to learn. To get started with the coding, that is SQL coding, this is a right tool that we are going to use, and everything we are learning from scratch. So once you start learning this MySQL, automatically you will be getting in a good shape where you can explore every other database. Okay, so that is one reason. Now, if you learn SQL in MySQL database, I'm assuring you that any database you take, 95% of the code will be same. Now don't think about this 5%. Just think about this 95%. Okay. If I'm focusing on that 5%, trying to be perfect, we end up doing nothing. That is exactly what human mindset is. We always try to go in a one direction where we always look for perfections. It's not possible. So let's focus on this 95% of the SQL code, which is going to be same across different databases. Let's put it this way. Imagine that you have joined for a computer class where I'm not teaching any database. I'm teaching you computer. When I say computer, I'll be teaching you what is this Microsoft Word, Excel. I'll be telling you what is CPU, mouse, keyboard. Just imagine that you guys are a fresher. And let us assume that you have joined today's session where I'll be teaching you how to use USB. That is your pen drive. So I'll tell you that first you unplug your pen drive and put it into the USB port. You have two ports, 2.0 and 3.0. We have two ports. Let's put it into 3.0 port, which is much faster. And once you put that, there will be a small pop-up that comes on your window, that new device detected. You open that, then you do all copy, paste, format, everything you do. And the most important thing is, while you're removing your pen drive, there is a eject option. You have to click that eject. It is a safe way of removing the USB, and you have removed. Now, successfully, you have learned how to plug the USB, how to use your pen drive in the USB port. That's it, done. But in class, I would have taught you how to use pen drive for Sony pen drive. Tomorrow, you go for some company, they give you Samsung pen drive to use. Will you come back to me shouting that why I did not teach Samsung pen drive? Will you come back and shout at me?
No.
It's a different pen drive, right? You have all the rights to come and ask me. Why you will not ask?
Because the
The
conversation is the
functional
same. You taught us the basics of how to use
What I taught you is a process, right?
process.
What I
Yes.
taught you is a process. So again and again, I'm telling you, what we are going to learn is a process. What we are going to learn is a language. What we are going to learn is a 95% of the code, which is going to be same across different databases. Tomorrow you get placed in IBM. Of course, they will use a IBM database. Tomorrow you go and place in Oracle. Maybe Oracle similar clients will use Oracle database. Postgres. That's it, right? So here we are focusing on language and not on tool. Tool, anyone can do it because the coding is going to be same. Okay. So with that, we also have some of the points that why we are choosing MySQL, and then it's time for our installation. So going to use our SQL database, that is our any of the database you take, we are going to take MySQL. So MySQL is the database, whereas SQL is a language. Okay. In case if you mention MySQL in your resume, 100% they'll ask this question. If you're a fresher, the second interview question is, what is the difference between SQL and MySQL? I repeat, SQL is a language which is used to communicate to any database, whereas MySQL is one of the database. Just because the name comes here, right? The SQL and SQL, people tend to ask this confusing question. So don't blink your eyes. You're from KSR. You need to answer this question, and you have to think in a way that, okay, SQL is a language which I can use to communicate to any of the database, whereas MySQL is one among the database. Okay. Now, here. Now, they will not ask SQL versus Postgres. No, because Postgres is a database. SQL is a language. So please be aware of a second question. The 1-2 questions what I mentioned, usually it will be asked if you are a fresher. Freshers, 1 year, 6 months, 8 months internship, just coming out of the college. For you guys, these questions will be asked. For all the other guys who are sitting in the class with a greater experience and you're like more than 5-6 years, the game is yet to start for you guys. You will be able to get the question after 5th or 6th question. And by end of this course, you'll end up around 200 questions. The 200 questions should be good enough for you to clear the interviews. Now let's come back to the installation. And as in then for the installation, we have a website and I have made your work very easier. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you one document which everything is crystal clear mentioned. Okay. Now this is a document. I don't think anyone can provide a better document than this. You have to go to Google, search MySQL download for Windows. Once you click this, you will be ending up with this search. download MySQL installer, click this. The moment you install, you'll be taken to this particular page. Now you can select the latest version. I think I've installed a couple of years back. So maybe I can see 8.0.34, but now this is the latest version that you would see here. Let's see what is the latest.
8.0.44.
Installer. Yeah, 8.0. I think it's yeah, 8.0.44. But what I have installed is 8.0434. Maybe 0.10 versions has been improved. That's fine. Totally fine. You go with this version, and here you can choose an option whichever operating system you want. So we'll go with Windows, right? And if you are downloading on Windows, just click. There is two versions. I would request you go for this one. Okay. So I'll tell you what is the difference here. This is a web-based version and this is a software-based version. Basically, if I want to compare this, you guys use Facebook and Instagram in your phone. So in your phone, if you want to use a Facebook and Instagram, you download it from Play Store. That is also possible. In your phone on the mobile browser, that is Google browser, you can directly open your mobile version of your Facebook as well as Instagram, right? Possibility is there, right? Without even installing your app, you can still use it like that. This is a web version. This is a software version. I would request you to go with software version. A minimal configuration laptop, even with 8 GB RAM, with at least an i5 configuration laptop, you should be able to install this very easy. Please go and download this, and no need to sign up. Simply go and say no thanks, just start my download, and automatically you will see that this is download is happening, right? It's about I mean, what's the size? I think it's about 500 MB. So download this, and once you download this, no thanks, just download, you'll be able to see this. Well, as my file is a bit small files because it's a last version, but in your case it will be about 500 MB. Download this, and I have a best practice of creating a folder, and I'll dump all the exe files just like what I show here. I want you guys also to do the same thing. Go to the softwares. These are all the softwares which I have installed. I create a separate folder. So do that. And once you create a MySQL, dump that exe file which will be present in your download, copy it, control and then paste it here, and then go and double click it. That's it. Okay, double click it. You will see the installer file that is opening, and then double click it again. As I said, I've taken screenshots for every page and every change. So please follow this. And now in this page, you will have to choose what type of database you want. Okay. You're not going to work for Microsoft or Google, or you're not going for any client as of now. So please don't go and select all this full client only server now. No, we are installing this for software, and we are installing for only for practice. So for practice, don't go and install all this. Okay, this comes with a very big configuration where even if your 32 GB RAM is also there, it will still be slower. So choose custom. Custom means why I need. I'm going to use it only for practice session. And in the real time, when we come to the end of this course, there itself we will be doing a project. For project, we will be moving into cloud. For this, for time being, when you want to start something, first when you were a kid, you started with your slate and chalk piece. That is exactly what we are going to do now. We are going to use it only for learning purpose. Now if you ask me the slate and chalk piece, we don't even use it. So just like that, in real time, you're not going to use any of your on-prem databases. Everything will be in cloud, up and flying. So for now, skip this, just go for custom. Once you click the custom, go for next. So once you go for next, you will see some options here: SQL Server, applications, and documentation. So in this, we have many products. As I said, it's a custom. We will install whatever is only needed. So please expand this plus button, plus button, plus button. And once you expand this plus button, you will see all of this. Okay, in SQL Server, you install the SQL Server extension file. Just click on it and press this green mark. It will come here. Similarly, go and expand the application. In the application, you will see a workbench. Click that and press this green mark, and then followed by the Microsoft shell. You can click it, and finally you can click the router. So 4 options has to be installed. So remember this: it could be server, it could be workbench, it could be router, it could be shell. Server and Workbench are mandatory. You will have to do it. So please select this server and Workbench. These things you may get a problem in future when you're trying to connect through Python and all. So for safer side, go with all these 4 tools and go and click next. This is a software, right? So we are installing. Now it will start installing the server, Workbench, router and shell. But while installing, it has also found out that there is one dependency requirements that is not present in my machine. It could be Microsoft Visual C++, or in your case, it could be some sort of Microsoft softwares. This is not a software. This is just a dependent software. So in my case, it is saying that Microsoft Visual C++ is missing. So first I will have to install this. So nothing to do. You simply go and click this first. This will get installed first. This is not a software. This is a dependent software. For me, it came. For you, it may not come. Well and good. If it comes, okay. Whatever it comes, first install that. So just go and agree to the license, install this. This is Microsoft dependent software, Visual C++. Then click next. Now it gets installed. This is again, I'm telling you, a dependent software. So once you click this, setup successfully, okay, then you can see that it's installation done. Now go for next. So all of this will be ticked. Now the requirement is done. There was some sort of a software which was missing dependent. I installed that. Now all the dependencies tick mark. Now just go and give next. The moment you go and give next, it will be ready to install. So again, go and click execute. Now the slowly one by one it will start installing. I've taken multiple screenshots. So you will see first one installing, then complete, third one is installing, ready to install. This will take about 5-10 minutes for installing all the 4 components. Then come for the last one is getting installed. That's it. Now go for next. This is server and router. Go for next. Don't do any changes. Let it be development computer. Don't do any changes. Go for next. Go for next. Let this use strong password. Let it be there. Go for next. Keep as simple as possible, because forgetting the password will lead you into trouble. Either you'll have to go and change the configurations, uninstall it, all the circus not required. This is not your Instagram or a phone password that anyone will go and peep. Simply go and keep 12345 or keep something admin. Keep as simple as possible, and don't come back to me saying that I've forgot my password, I'm not remembering. I will simply ask you to uninstall it and install it. That's it, because changing the password is not straightforward. So keep it as simple as possible. Only you are going to access this database. So keep it 5-letter characters and then go for next. Once you give the passwords, you can see the next button will be enabled. I've kept as simple as hello, and you can see I can go and see next. Now that's it. Don't do anything. Go and click next. Don't do anything. Go and click next. Don't do anything. Just execute it. Every step will be executed one by one. And finally, like 4 steps have been done. Another 3-4 steps are pending. And once it executes, you have to go and click execute. So let it happen. And now all this is done. As I said, I've taken multiple screenshots. So you may see some repeated screenshots as well. Let's wait for all green. And the configuration of MySQL Server 8.0434 was successfully installed. Go and click finish. The moment you can go and click finish, the last one router also will be installed. Go for next. And we are in this part actually. Go and click next. Don't do anything. Go and click finish. Next. That's it. Your installation is complete. A very straightforward installation. And once you install it, you'll get like a blank prompt like this. It's saying, it's a confirmation that yeah, MySQL is installed successfully. And immediately you will be seeing this software. This is a software where we are going to write our first code. The database is MySQL. Where you're going to write, we are going to write it in MySQL Workbench. This is like a welcome screen for you. And once you install it, you will be able to see this in your search. You can go and see here, MySQL will be installed. Yeah, see here, the MySQL will be installed and you will see the MySQL Workbench. Okay, if not, You will also be able to find it in the search tab. Just go and search MySQL. MySQL Workbench will be there. This is exactly, we'll have to open it. Once you open it, you get the dolphin symbol icon, and once you see that, your software is up and running, and you will see one small box here followed by welcome to MySQL Workbench. You enter this, it will ask you the password. This is exactly the password that you have given while installing. I'll enter the password, and this is exactly the screen you will see while you install it. You will see one additional screen like this, which is help command. Like, we can see some syntax and all. We can see this. So this is one box, this is one box, this is one box, this is one box, and this is one box. Totally, you will be able to see about 4 to 5 boxes. And this is exactly what you will see while you install it. And Workbench is a place where we will have to go and write the code, managing the database, writing the SQL code, having the tables created, inserts, data updates, everything will be manageable here. Like, it provides you some of the features like modeling, development, configuration, administration, but don't think too much. We are just going to use only for SQL development. We are not going to learn any of the administrative work, privacy, security, nothing. You guys have joined here to learn a data engineer. So for that, we need SQL. For that, we need one tool. And for that, we are going to use only for SQL. And it is available in all the softwares. Now, this is exactly for the installation. Okay. I'll give you 2 minutes time. Any questions on the installation part? Any questions in the installation part? Everything is a crystal clear mentioned in this document. Anyone should be able to install this. Any questions?
Sorry, can you repeat it again? So where can we actually access this document?
I'll be sharing this over your group, wherever you got this today's link, right? There you'll be able, it's not yet shared, but after this class, I'll be sharing it.
Yeah, sure. Then I think it's good for me. So
What about others? Are we good with the installation?
Hi, Santosh.
Yeah, go ahead.
Can I install it in MacBook Pro?
Yeah, you can install it in Mac also. It is possible. For Mac, we don't have a document. Just search the same way. MySQL download for Mac. You will be getting it, and then you can use the same steps. Very easy. It's like very easy.
Okay, thank
Same
you.
steps. Everything you give next, 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 and automatically it will be installed.
Okay.
Any other questions? Are we good?
Hi Santosh. So do we need to install MySQL only, or is there any other SSMS? Everything is fine, right?
Anything is fine, but from in the class perspective, I'll be teaching MySQL version. So every class, all the syntax, everything will be MySQL version only. If you want to install any other database, it's up to you, you can do it. But while practicing, you'll have to keep a conscious. If I write one code, you can also write the same code. 95% of the code will work exactly same. The 5% you will have to figure out what database using and what is the equivalent syntax.
Okay,
But
thank
if
you.
you're learning SQL for the first time, I strongly prefer to follow my path. So whatever I do in class, I want you to do it, because we are starting from scratch, from zero.
Okay, thank you.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Santosh.
Now let's get into our, after today's session, I'm telling you very seriously, no more PowerPoint presentation in my class. Everything is going to be practicals. Okay. So this is exactly the screen you will be seeing. I'll always start from right side. Being right is always good. So here in the right side, you see some SQL addition. That is, you can click this and you will be able to see some syntax. Okay. It's basically called help command, help panel. Now this help command, help panel is used to get your syntax. Suppose if you get stuck somewhere, you can always go and see what is a skill syntax, update, how to update the record, how to insert the record, everything. Okay. So this is a left panel. For you, it is not required. You simply, you see the 3 icons, right? Simply go and click this icon. Not needed. This is not needed because I am your help panel. If you have any questions, you ask me. not the system. And this version of your help, it's not that good. It makes the things worse. So don't use this. If you have any doubt, you go and ask ChatGPT, or you go and ask any of the AI tools, or you can even go and ask on Stack Overflow or Google, but don't ask here. This is not that great. This help panel is not that great. And if you keep this right, you will get a very limited code, limited space to write a code. So let's not think too much about the tool. What we focus is only on the language. So close this help panel, ignore it. Now this place is there, right? This white space, this is called the visual editor, where you will be writing your actual code. Table, wherever the table is there, you simply go and write select star from table, or write some insert scripts, or write some create scripts. All of this, you go and write it. You will be able to get the results here. So I was showing you one table, right? How the data is getting stored in the backend. This is exactly you will be able to see in the query results. In the query results, you will see the results that is been popping up after writing the code here. You can see the output. Okay. And from morning to night, whatever I have written the code until I close this tool, whatever the commands I write it, it will come in the history output window. So this is the help command not needed. This is where you write the code. The moment you write the code, you'll be able to see the results here, and then you can see the history of commands. And this part is not needed. You can just see the server details, like what is a server. If you see here, yeah, here, what is a server, where I've installed, who is the owner, which version. This one all is not needed for me. Okay, so maybe probably I'll minimize this, but this part is very important. When you install this for the first time, you will not see any of this. You will see a very blank one, maybe one or two objects may be there, but you will not be having any of this. I've been using this developer for almost 2016, 9 years. For 9 years, I have created so many databases, but you may not have any database. You are going to learn from the beginning. So let's learn it everything from scratch. Okay. So no need of this. No need of this. You can skip this, and you have a very big space where you can write the code. And to write the code, you can create multiple sheets like this. Like in your Excel, like 1 sheet, 2 sheet, 3 sheets, you can create multiple sheets like this. And once you write something, you can always go and save that script also. So this much of background is enough to start writing our first code. Okay. Now you may not see anything here, that I'll tell you later, but apart from that, you will be able to understand this tool. Okay. Now that's it. End of theory. Now let's come for practicals. I want to create one table. What is a table? This table. You see a small table that we had, right? This is a table. Now this is a table that I will have to create now. See, just it was an installation. That is why I went bit fast, but nothing complex here. Document is given. Slowly install it. That's it. Okay. If you want, you watch this class again, set it to 0.5x speed and you can rewatch it and install it. Very easy. Just even if you give this document to a 10 standard student, even he will go and install it. Such an easy software. Okay. But now we'll focus. We'll go very slowly. Listen carefully. This is a table. This is where you will be storing the record. Observe carefully. Position title, education requirements, functional area, maximum pay, minimum pay. And we have stored in the table where we have columns. One complete row specifies one information of a student or maybe an employee. And we do have the data value, correct? Now, here, you have seen this table, right? Observe carefully. If I show you another table here, what I have shown you the table and what here you are seeing the table, does it look identical? Or what problem do you see? You may not have any of your background. You don't have a database knowledge. You don't have any of your experience that you have done this. No, everything you keep it aside. General question. General question, by observing this, what do you feel?
This is a table with repeated values, and in few rows we have missing data as well.
We have duplicates and null.
Okay, very good. What else?
But product can be a separate table. We can keep.
Just give me a minute. I think when I was explaining the roadmap, I wantedly skipped this slide. Okay. Now, this is a slide for you. Okay. How do you keep your clothes arranged in your house? A or B?
B. B.
Honestly speaking, I am a person. Okay. And I get scolded like anything only for this. Okay. This is exactly what I keep in my house. All my formal shirts, nightwears, uniforms, if I go for meetings, coat suit, everything I'll be mixed up. This is exactly I do. But let's talk about what is the advantage of A and what is the advantage of B. Can anyone tell me advantages of A?
There are no advantages actually.
No, we have. If I pick one thing, I can easily go and dump it again. It will hardly take 2 minutes. Okay. It will hardly take 2 minutes. Everything I'll pull out, just simply go and dump everything. Just put everything, dump it. It is hardly taking 2 minutes. That's an advantage. What is a disadvantage? I want to look for one cap, or maybe I want to look for one black shirt or a red shirt. I may end up in 2 minutes also, and I may end up in 30 minutes also. Even after 30 minutes, I may not get sometimes. And we are not that lucky. If you're lucky, we'll get it in 1 minute. And we are all not lucky. That's why we are here. Correct? We are not lucky. We are not lucky good enough to get everything what we wanted. So with the things which I search, I'll end up minimum 30 minutes for a search. Something I wanted to search, that too on a very critical day that I want to go for a meeting, I search something, it will not be there. And everything will be like messed up. You need to iron it before you wear. That's a disadvantage. Advantage, just dump it. Now let's talk about advantages here. The advantages is anything you search hardly take less than 2 minutes. You want umbrella, get it from here. You want belt, you get it from here. You need slippers, get it from here. You need bag, wallets, get it from here. You need towels and hats, get it from here. You need dress, get it from here. Everything just takes 2 minutes. Whichever object you search, anywhere you search, it will go and just give you in 2 minutes. But disadvantages is
Taking time to sort again in the particular place.
organize. Yeah, we need at least 30 to 45 minutes to arrange it. For me, this time is saved. Obviously, my mother does it for me. But just telling that, you take literally 30 to 45 minutes for organizing. That's a disadvantage. Now, both has advantage and disadvantages. But which one you prefer to do have it?
Organized.
Organized. Because this is
much easier to retrieve whatever we need actually.
effect one time, you just need to do it. That's it. Okay. It's just one time effort. So it's one time effort. Just arrange it once. That's it. Your job is done. But here, dump it, again pull it, dump it, pull it, dump it, pull it. If you are lucky, you may get it in 1 minute also. But as I said in the starting, we are not that lucky. Now, we need to have organized, not only for your clothes. In life, also, we need to be well organized. Okay. So we don't want anyone to question us. That's the life we have to build. Okay. We don't want anyone to ask us, why don't you switch a job? Why don't you earn more? Why don't you do that? Why don't you do this? So we humans, specifically South Indians, we don't want anyone to question us. There's a lot of companies I have jumped just because they ask me a question. They ask me why you have not done. Okay, I don't want your job. Let me move out. So that's exactly some of the mindsets will be there. We don't want to be questioned. Correct? You give your 120% on your profession. There is no one ever can question you. There's always a slogan which I follow. Okay. I'm a very big Virat Kohli fan. So Virat Kohli keeps saying that if I'm not performing, I don't want anyone to question me. If I'm giving 120% on ground, there is no one on this planet who can question me. It is exactly proves his performance, right? So I'm a big fan of him. So I am always repeating it. You give your 120% on any profession, there is no one ever can question you, including your family, relatives, partner, whoever may be. No one will ever question you if you give 120% on what your profession is. If you take care of that, rest everything will follow on to the same route. By the way, let's come to the topic here. So we want all the things to be organized here. Right from your daily clothes itself, we want organized. Honestly speaking, this is not organized. This is not organized. The first thing that you should go and see is it's a bad design. The first tab which I've created is a bad design. So let's see what is this bad design. I have purchased one laptop. I have purchased one headphone. I have purchased one smartphone. Okay, you have purchased, but why is it you keep on repeating one, Santosh, 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 phone number, age, and location. What is the point in repeating these numbers here? Unnecessary information. I know that you have purchased 3 products. That doesn't mean that you have to repeat all your phone numbers also. Okay. Vivek is a user in Amazon, but he doesn't buy anything. He's using Amazon only for Amazon Prime, watching movies. He has not purchased anything. He has not purchased product. He has not purchased product. He has not purchased anything. My question, if he has not purchased anything, why have you included them in his unnecessary record for him? Okay. There is a Kiran who purchased. Okay. There is a Rahul who did not purchase. Okay. There is a product that no one has purchased. There was a customers who did not purchase any product. There was a product that was not purchased by any customers. Maybe that smartwatch was a local watch, China model. No one has purchased. Why all this circus here? This table and the table which I've shown is completely opposite. Now, again, I'm telling you, you may have zero knowledge in database. Just follow what I'm saying. Let's go for good design. Let's go for good design. Now, if you go with the good design, what I will do here, the same records is there, right? We have about 4 customers. Santosh, Kiran. Who else is there? Vivek is there. Vivek ID is, Vivek is 2. This Rahul. So we have 4 customers. I'm going to take 4 customers. Okay. Now you see here, this is what happens in the customer table. In the customer table, I will take only the customer information. What is customer information? Customer ID, customer name, customer phone number, customer age, customer location. Okay. Now, let's see what are the products available. Laptop, headphones is there. So I'll store this here. Laptops, headphones, smartphones. There was a one product you did not buy, that is smartwatch. Okay. So there was another product. Now, smartphone, smartwatch. Okay. We have 2 things. For basic understanding, I have not made it complex by adding some IDs and all. Just focus on this. Laptop is purchased by 2 people. One is for 95,000, one is for 95,000. Let's assume that it's the same model. Let's assume that it's the same model. So, but still I will mention only once. Okay. Now, here, let's see who has purchased what product. Customer 1, Santosh, phone number, age, Bangalore. He has purchased a laptop, headphones and smartphones. So, there was a customer called Santosh, customer 1, who has purchased 3 products. Okay. Now, this is called transaction table. Those guys who purchase a product will come into this blue table. Now, Vivek is not purchase anything. So no need to mention here. But where does the Vivek comes? Vivek is already present in my customer table. In the transaction table, I will say like only the buyers, whoever has purchased, right? Maybe only those guys I will have it. So obviously there are one customer who purchased, and then Vivek is not purchased. Rahul is not purchased. This product is also not purchased. Fine. Now let's go with Kiran. So Kiran is a 3. Again, he has purchased a laptop. So Kiran, and he has purchased a laptop. That's it. All the information you see in this table, I've covered here. Everything I've covered. Now tell me, is this good or is this good? I repeat, you don't have any knowledge on database. That's absolutely fine for me. One simple question. Is it 3 tables? Is it good or is this good?
The 3 different tables are good because we have segregated into different types. One is customer, product, and transaction. Whereas in the first one, we had duplicate and missing columns, which was not an organized view.
Basically, this is called clumsy. Okay, this is a clumsy, whereas this is a very, very good design. I could make it better, but for today's session, this is enough for you. You can see that 3 tables has been created with 3 informations. If you want customer information, go and get it in customer table. If you want product, you go and get it in product table. If you want get it in transaction, get it in transaction. So basically, I am creating 3 tables for my information on this particular table. Okay. Now, I will ask you a simple question. Imagine that we are working for Amazon. Imagine that we are working for Amazon. Amazon is one of the e-commerce company that what you can buy. Is there anyone in this group who has never ever purchased a single product till now in Amazon? I think you guys did not understand the question. That's why I see the silence. I repeat my question. Is there anyone in this batch, in this group, in this current audience, you have not even purchased a single product in Amazon in your life?
That's impossible, I believe.
Sorry?
No.
No.
No, no.
No, Santosh.
No.
I have purchased.
Everyone has purchased, right? So obviously, let's have this Amazon as a one client now, one e-commerce company. Now we have customers, we have product, we have transaction. Now, simple question. Listen, simple question. What if I replace with Amazon with, I don't know why this is not working. Let me insert the symbol. What if I replace with Amazon with Flipkart? Tell me what will change in this. We are working for Amazon. Suddenly I'm jumping into Flipkart. Tell me what will change. It is also an e-commerce company.
The price.
Brand name.
See, don't think about
Just to
record.
change in brand. That's
Don't
it.
think about record. Okay, customers can be anyone, products can be anyone, transactions can be anything. But I'm talking about the structure. This is structure.
Nothing.
Nothing changes. Nothing changes, right? You work for Amazon, you work for Flipkart, you work for any company, the structure will same. In e-commerce company, for an example, maybe some additional columns may there, but I'm taking a basic structure. Now, customer table can be present in Amazon also. Customer table can be present in Flipkart also. I think I can reveal this information if there is no one in KSR. Let me check if there is anyone from KSR. Okay, no one is there. So I can reveal this information as well. Even in KSR, you guys are called customers only, not students. I call you as a student. But if I go and show you the backend, we call you as a customer only. Why do we call you customer being a student? I call you student. But what our organization call you? Our organization call you customers. Why?
Source of income.
Very
we are
good.
we are
Because we are
purchasing.
paying.
Very
Business.
We are
good.
purchasing.
Very good. You're buying our course. You're buying our course. Okay, I can call you students. But in the back end, if I talk about a business perspective, you're the buyers. You buy our course, we generate revenue. Right? So obviously you're buyers in the sense we call you customers. Now tell me one place where customers are not called customers. Amazon, you're called customers. Bank, you're called customers. You go to a supermarket, you're called as a customers.
Maybe in the restaurants,
In restaurants
maybe in
also
the
you're
hotels, they
called as a
call guests.
customers. In
Hospital.
What about in pharmacies and hospitals?
See, you go for a hotel, you're called as customers. You go for Amazon, buy something, you're called as a customers. You go for a bank, you're called as a customers. You even go for a salon, a haircut shop, beauty parlor. Either you'll be called as a client or you'll be called as a customers. The only place where customers are not called customers is hospitals, where you're called as patients. Right? You called as patients. Apart from that, in most of the cases, we call you as customers. So, can I say customer table will be present in Amazon, customer table will be present in Flipkart, customer table will be present in bank, customer table will be present in supermarket. So, customer table can be present everywhere. Now, how do you judge that this customer table is from Amazon? How do you judge that this customer table is from Flipkart? Now, in order to judge, what I will do is the related tables of my business, that is of my Amazon, I will put it into one database. Database is a collection of tables. Now, exactly the same tables you may have: product table, customer table, transaction table. But how do you know that this is a Amazon? How do you know this product is of Amazon's? How do you know this is of transactions of Amazon? We will have to create one database. Similarly, if I come down, this I will call it as a Flipkart database. I'll call it as a Flipkart database. So which client you're working for, them you will have one database. In that database, you will have collection of table objects. So one database, you may have three different tables. One database may have three different tables. What is a database? Database is where you will be storing the data in the form of tables or other objects. At this point of time, one database, three tables, remember that. Why this segregation of database? Of course, I may be working for multiple clients, multiple databases may there. I should not get confused this Amazon customer table with the Flipkart customer table. Obviously, you need a overall separation. That is exactly what we are going to have here. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes.
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 Is there anyone who has got confused? Let me know. Database is just a collection of tables. In the tables, you will have all the information: customer information, product information, transaction information. And if you go and in bad design, this bad design will be one database, one table, messed up, completely messed up. This one I have created completely good things. Okay, are we good?
Yep. Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now if you see here, all these are the databases which I have in my system. You may not have any of the database in your system because you have installed for the first time today. So you may not see anything here. So one is a box office DB is there. One is Optum database is there. One is a healthcare database is there. One is Flipkart database is there, right? All these are the clients which I worked. Walmart is there. Snapdeal is there. Okay. There are so many databases that we have. Okay. Do you guys follow all this?
Yeah,
Like,
yes, yeah.
No,
Yes,
what I'm
sir.
asking, I still not ask the question. The question I was asking is, do you guys follow all this Rahu Kala, Yamagantama, what they say? I don't know.
Yeah.
What is that? What do you call that? Brahma Murtam. I'm against that, so don't expect me to give all this explanation. But we have different times in a day, right? What is that? Can anyone, any person can tell me that?
Chaturdasi, Amavasya, that one, right?
No. Like in a day,
No,
I'm saying.
actually,
Mm.
there is some times in which in a Rahu Kalam, actually, if we do anything, if we do or if we travel, that might be dangerous to us.
Oh, if I
So,
travel in Rahu Kala, I'll met with an accident or what?
no,
Oh.
probably more likely.
It is not preferable for
People
anything,
believe
start anything, new thing or something, good thing,
Uh,
the travel.
yeah.
Okay, Rahu Kala. Okay, what else then? When we have to start
Brahma,
then?
But
Like
sometimes,
people will.
I have traveled in Rayagada or Yamaganda without seeing anything, but
Okay.
nothing has happened.
That's what I'm saying. Is it really true? Is it really to point to believe?
Few persons, like older persons, not of our age, at least our parents, they see these timings whenever they are going to travel or going to do auspicious thing. They just see this timings actually.
Okay, then tell me what is a good time in a day?
Good time in a day.
Brahma
No, I am not
Muhurtam.
following that.
When is the Brahma Muhurtam? Yeah, in a day?
Brahma Muhurtam is 4:30 to 5. Yeah.
3:30.
3:30. Yeah.
Yes.
3:30, yeah.
3:30 to
3:32 for 4:30. No. It's only 2 hours less than.
4
It's 4 a.m. to 6 a.m.
4 a.m. to 6
No.
a.m.
3:32.
Okay. Let's keep it 3:30 a.m.
It's
Okay. It looks
sleeping
good
time
for
for
me.
Santosh.
Yeah, it looks good for me. Okay. From tomorrow onwards, can we push our class to this because you're going to do something good for your life?
Then we will die.
Can we? Come on, yaar.
Not
You guys are saying that it's Brahma Muhurta. Whatever we do, it will get succeed. Simple question. Can we postpone this class to morning 3:30? I am completely ready. What about you guys?
I'm ready.
I'm ready to.
Can we?
No.
No.
Yes, okay. Okay.
Because there are different persons working on different time shifts,
Okay. No, most of you are from India, right?
and also there are also few persons who don't believe in this.
Okay. So I'm the one person among this. I don't believe this. Okay.
And also,
So-
really, what it matters is the first class when we start. Only for that they'll see the time zone. Apart from that, if it's a part of a daily routine, they won't see this time.
Okay. I also believe in only one thing. We always start a new batch on Thursdays. Any idea why? If you take the history of all the KSR, every batch we always start on Thursdays. Any
Is it
guess?
like Sai Baba,
Maybe
devotee or
Sai Baba,
Guru Bhagavan?
Guru Bhagwan. Okay, good guess.
Probably people get weekends to practice.
In 2 days, what you'll practice? Yeah, Thursday, Friday, I took class. Right? I took
No.
for class on Thursday,
So
Friday.
we can do a round
will
of
be too
survey
much
like
for them.
comparison of the courses in the weekend by attending
Okay.
your 2 demo classes.
Okay. Very good. Very good. That's a good option. Yes.
It will be too much
From
for them.
Monday, people will start fresh. Some people also will join this class if there is
Oh, if
gap.
I start on Monday, people will not join.
No, sir. Actually, 2 days we have given the demo, right? If it
Okay.
is good, our existing people will spread this thing to all their friends, and from Monday, more people can join.
Okay.
So that is also fun.
I
Okay.
don't think so this is true because I got it from a reference. I waited for the class.
Okay. Okay. So the answer is actually we believe in Sai Baba. It's one of the God where we give importance to all the learnings, everything. So that's the one reason. But again, as said, Thursday and Friday, you guys will attend and you'll have some time to research about maybe competitors or maybe the price comparison. You go and watch some recordings out of this. Okay. Anyway, I just took a 5 minutes break here because your brain is not capable of capturing more information. So we have had a short break. Now let's come for the class now. Now, here are the databases that we have created. Now, how can we create a database? And today on Tuesday on December 2nd, we are going to write our first database. So before even creating this table, before even creating this records, before even having these 3 tables, the first thing that you will have to create is you will have to create a database.
Yeah.
You'll have to create a database. So the first thing that you will have to create is a database. It's an outer circle, right? So let's see how to create a database. So we are going to write our first code. To create the database, you will have to write create database and write some database. I always have a habit of giving some suffix or prefix. So what I will do, this Amazon means what? Amazon could be anything, right? So I will give suffix called underscore DB.
Yeah.
Underscore DB. So DB stands for database. Again and again, I'm telling you, I am not a professional trainer. I work for organization. I work for companies. In my companies, this is exactly what I name for database. That is the same standards and best practice that I'm going to input it to your brain. Tomorrow, if you're going and creating any database, some companies may follow standards, some companies may not follow standards. But if you have been given an option to create a database, always give suffix with underscore DB.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this is a first code. And what I've written is, I have written one semicolon. The semicolon means end of the statement. Okay. Now, when I write this, there are 2 words which is coming in the blue color. And there is a 1 word which is coming in the black color. Okay. Now, always remember, whatever you get it in a blue color, these are all called keywords. These are all called keywords. Okay. Keywords means this is exactly the system will understand. Okay. I need to create a database. Okay. Now, create means what? Building something, right? Now, don't ask me. Implement is also same meaning. Why this will not work? Don't ask me this. Create is also same meaning. Implement is also same meaning. You should not ask me this question because, okay, you go in a car or a bus, there's a traffic signal and there is a red color signal and you guys stop for the red signal. There is a next traffic police. Will you go and ask him why it is only red color? Why it is not pink? Why it is not brown? Why it is not magenta? Why have you choose red? Will you go and ask him? Will you go and ask him? Is there anyone who have went and asked to any of the policemen, traffic police, that why it is red color? No. Why? This is all rules. Rules. Okay. Predefined protocols. Okay. You need to follow this. This is why we call it as syntax. This is why we call it as syntax. So don't ask me why instead of create, why it's because of implement, it's create. It will not work. It will not work. It will not work means it will not work. Okay. So these are all called rules and regulations. Even today, we stop for red signal. We go for green signal. That is rules. We have to follow that. So any coding language you take, any of the syntax based language you take, we will have to follow this. So this is rules and regulations. Okay. Now, after writing something, I have put semicolon, right? Semicolon is the end of the statement. Now, just for your understanding, you guys are using this for the first time, right? So let me write hash and write to create database. This is a command. Create database is a command. Okay. Now what I am writing is a comments. It's a comments. When I say comments, only you will understand. Okay. Only you will understand. If you write something with hash, only you will understand. Your computer, your MySQL will not even bother to read this. It is only for your understanding. So whatever I write after hash, it is understood that it is a comments that I am going to inform only to you. Your database doesn't understand. But if you don't write this, it will throw an error. Okay, it will throw error. What is this? You can see one cross mark and all. So please go and write any comments with this. Okay. Let's run this. To run this, select the complete line and there is a spark button that you see on the screen. Please go and click this. Now you see there is no Amazon DB. You can see box office, some Dennis, Duber, eBay, all of this is there. Now I will go and click the spark button. The moment I click the spark button, it says that create database is created successfully, and you should also evaluate with the green color, perfectly created, no syntax error. Now, if I go and refresh this, you can see the Amazon DB is successfully created. Amazon DB is successfully created. So we have created this database. Okay. Now, yes, so many databases, but I can see there is only one database which is bold color. That is KSR SQL, whereas everything else is not bold. Okay. So as I said, I may be working for multiple clients. I may be working for Amazon. Parallelly, I may be working for Flipkart. I may have to work here. So how to navigate between the databases? If you want to navigate with the databases, particularly in MySQL, we will have to use the database. Use Amazon DB. So use Amazon DB is to activate the database. Okay, now let's see use database. Last night I was working for my own project, that is our KSR project. So we have created all the objects in KSR DB. So that's why it is highlighted. It's last night I was working on that. Today I have to work on Amazon DB. So we have to start activating it. So how to activate? Use Amazon DB. And you can see automatically it has been activated. So whatever the tables which I start creating now, it will go and create only in this Amazon DB.
Yeah.
Okay, it will not create anywhere. It will create now. Okay, what if I want to use some other database? Okay, go and use that one. Let's say I'll use Flipkart. There is a database called Flipkart DB. So I'll go and use this. Now automatically that will get activated. So whatever the tables I created, it will directly go and sit here. So first you will have to use the database, whichever database you're using, you have to activate it. Okay. Now let's go back to this. Use Amazon DB and you can see it is activated, but we don't have tables. We don't have views. We don't have any of this. Now let's go and see what are the tables that is present in this database. We have created a database now. Let's go and see what are the tables that is present in this database. So for that, I will have to go and write command called show tables. I will have to go and write show tables. Now, if I go and always remember whatever the commands which I'm writing, I'm always ending with semicolon. So today is the first day that you guys are involved in the practical sessions. Day by day, you will understand better. So for now, just follow blindly. Just follow blindly what I say. So please go and run show tables and you can see that there are no tables because just 2-3 minutes back only I created the database itself. Where did I create the tables? So I have not created any tables. That is why you don't see any tables here. Okay, let's try in some other database. I'll see if there is any tables. Okay, let's say KSR. Let's say KSR. Okay, KSR DB is there. Our own database is there. So let's say KSR DB. I'm activating this now. So if I activate this now, this is activated. Now, if I go and write show tables, wow, I have the tables. There is a table called attendance. There is a table called batches. There is a table called course, enrollment, exam results, feedback, payments, trainers, students. So this has about 10 tables that is present in this particular database. Why it is not present here? Just now only I created. That is the reason we don't have any tables. So what is the show tables? Show tables to list all the existing tables present in current database. So what is my current database? My current database KSR SQL. How do you know that it is KSR SQL? maybe it's a bold color. That is bold color. Okay. What if there are so many databases? I don't see this, or let's like put it like this. Okay. Now, what if I don't see the bold? What if I don't see the bold? Here it is a bold, but I don't see it. In that case, to check which database is active, there is one more command called select database. Now, if I go and run this select database, it will clearly tell you which database is active. So the current database which is active is KSR DB, and that is why it is showing here. Now you can go and see show tables. It will show all the tables that is present in your current database. Okay, now I will use Amazon DB. You don't want to judge based on the highlighted one. Okay, no problem. I know coding. I know how to write in SQL. So simply go and write select database. Automatically, you will see that you have selected. That means the current active database is Amazon DB. So what we have learned today, how to create a database, how to activate the database, which database is active, that also we can see. And in the selected database, what are the tables that is present? That is also there. Are we good? Everyone?
Yes.
Any doubts? Any questions? Okay.
No.
Now.
So
Yeah.
the open and close bracket for that select database, is it a part of a syntax?
Yes, it is a part of a syntax. Whatever I write, everything is a part of a syntax. For certain things, bracket will be needed. For certain things, brackets will not be needed. Slowly, by using day by day, you will understand. Okay. Now, what I will do, we have, is it fine if I can still continue? Okay. Yes. Are we good?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, okay. I mean, please don't ask this is a free session. Leave me early. No. Okay. I have a habit of speaking for 90 minutes. So let's continue to speak for 90 minutes. So now, what is ready? Database is ready. Now what I need to create? I need to create the table. So for creating the table, first make sure that the database is active. Okay, it's active. How do you double confirm that it is active? Select this. You'll be able to see that it is active. And if you go and see the tables, obviously you will not have any tables because it's a blank. Just now only I have created this, correct? Now, let's create a table. Please focus. Create table. For creating a database, I created a database, create database. Now I am creating a table. Now, every single person will have a name. Every single person will have a name. Even your pet dog, you have kept a name. You don't call it as a dog, right? You don't call it as a dog. You don't call it as a cat. You have kept a pet name. Every single person in this world has a pet name. Why I should not name a table? So let me give a name to the table. So the table name I'll give is customer. And again, my experience, the table will be suffixed with TB. DB stands for database. TB stands for table. Okay. Now, I have created one table. Now, everything I'll be writing in one line. But due to some space constraint, I will write it in the next line. I can write it in the next line, provided if I write only the semicolon, it is considered as the end of the statement. Please do remember this, okay? Now, what I want to create a table is, first thing is, just imagine we don't have any of this. Just imagine that we don't have any of this data. The first thing after creating a database is we need to have a table. Which is called table structure. Which is a table structure. Okay. Now, let's create the table structure. So if I want to create a table, start with the open bracket, end with a close bracket, and I'll put semicolon. So that means my code will start from line number 11 and my code will end at line number 17. Okay. Now, what are the columns that I need? I need customer ID. I need customer name. I need customer phone number. I need customer phone number. I need customer age. I need customer location. That's it. I want total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. Am I correct? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 columns. Now, one thing you need to remember is customer name is Santosh. When I say phone number, your phone number has to be like a number like this, right? Have you ever seen anyone's phone number like 9, 8, 6? Have you ever seen?
No.
And 32. If I put age like this, does it sounds good?
No.
No. So you need to have a number here and you need to have a phone number here, correct? Similarly, if I want to give a name, name has to be a string. Location, maybe I have to give a Bangalore, right? So what are the values that you're going to allow for this column? You will have to give something called data type. I repeat, if you want to enter something, the values, you will have to give something called data type. There is a dedicated session for data types. So don't ask me any questions on data type today. Today, our first day of our coding, our main objective is to create a table. So let's focus on creating the table. Don't think too much on the data types. What type of value I can store it in the customer ID? I will give integer, int. Next, what I can give in the name, it is a character. So I will go and give char character. Now, what is a number that I can enter in the phone number? It has to be an integer, int. Age has to be int. And location has to be a character. Like this, I have given the data type. This is called data type. Data type means the type of the data that you're going to store. This will store the integer values. This will store the character values. This will store the integer. This will store the integer. This will store the character. Now, this is my name. This is my name. My name has to be short. My name cannot be Santosh, Krishnamurthy, Rao. I cannot have this many big names, right? So I cannot have this much of big names. So what I will do, if you're entering the name, make sure it is not greater than 20 characters. So if you're entering the name, make sure it is not greater than 20 characters. Or else people will simply do mistakes. Santosh, space, and then Rao, something they will give. So I don't want that mistakes to happen. So I'll give 20. Similarly, location. Maybe the word should not exceed more than 25 characters. That's it. That's it. The table is successfully created, but the table is successfully written. It's not executed yet, but still it's just throwing some error. What is that is, from one column to one column, you have a column and column data type. Please separate it with one comma. From this to this, please separate it with one comma. Plus this to this, separate with one comma. This to this, separate with comma. Now you don't see any error. Now you can go and write it here. It will throw error. Because for the last column, no need of comma. Okay. Now, this is how you can create the table. And you know what? I can write everything in one line. I can write everything in one line. We can do this. Okay, this is not a line-based coding system. You can write it anywhere. So I can write it like this also. Create table, table name, open bracket and close bracket. And then go here, column name, column type, column name, column type, column name, column type. Everything has to be separated with comma. And then again, column, column type. If I teach you this way, right away from tomorrow onwards, you will not join our course. So to make it easy and understanding, rather than writing everything in one line, I have structurized it. But how do you know it's complete? The complete code will be based on the semicolon. So rather than just going and following the line number 12, follow the line number 14 to 21. Simple. Okay. Now, in order to execute what I need to do, please select all the lines that you have written for creating a table. Select all of this, and it's actually considered like a one line. In order to make it better, I've written in multiple lines. So simply go and click the spark button, and it successfully says that create table is succeeded. Okay. Now, if I can go and show you here, you can even expand this. There is a tables that you see here, and in the tables you see one more expanded. You can see customer table is already created now. Or if you want to see from the code, you go and write show tables, and now you will be able to see the tables. That's it. This is the first table that we have created. Now, we have already created the first table, right? Now you see, second table will be very easy for you. I always tell this to most of the students. Only the first step is the hardest step. Once you take the first step, everything is easy. Now, the first table which you wrote, right? It could be complex. You're writing for the first time. Now, let's write the second table. Very, very easy. Create table product TB. Why product TB? This is a product TB, and I'll open bracket, close bracket, put semicolon. What is a column name? Product name. What is a type? It's a string I can enter. That is nothing but varchar or character. And character, let's say the product can be about 20 characters. Then come down and then product price or MRP, whatever I want, I can keep. And this let it be integer. That's it. Why it's showing error? Because this is 1, this is 1. It should be separated with 1, comma. That's it. Don't write comma here. And you please go and execute this. That's it. The second table is executed. Very simple. If you want to write it in one line, now go here, show tables. 2 tables is created. So we have successfully created a database. We have successfully created 2 tables. Of course, we don't have any data as of now, but table structures we have created. Okay. Now, the last topic for today, we have created a tables, but how do you see the content of the tables? Okay. Before that, I'll write a comment. This is for to create a table. The same comment I will go and enter here also to create a table. Okay. Now we have written this. Now, how do you see the content? Just give me 1 minute. I don't know what I pressed. Font has reduced. Anyway. Yeah. So let's see how to see the content. To see the content of the table, you have to enter, select star from the table name. What is a table name? Customer table is a table. Now, if I go and run this, you will see the content of the table. This is a content of the table. What is that? Select star from the table name. So what is the star? Everything I'll tell you later. But what is the meaning of this is? The meaning of this is get all rows and columns from the selected table. The table name is this one. So you see, what if I want to see a product content? Select star from product table. So if I go and select this, you will see all the content that is present in the product table, and you will see all the data from the customer table. But when I say all the content, why we don't have any rows?
Because we haven't inserted any.
We have not inserted. We have just created in today's session database, and we have created only the tables. Still, we have not entered. So tomorrow we will be entering all of these records one by one. Okay, that is all SQL. So today we have introduced to your SQL database we will have to install. That is where I'll be showing the document. I'll be sharing the documentation. Install it before coming to next class. Okay. Please, you can take this as an order to before coming to the next class. One database, two tables has to be created. This is your first step. If you're not able to create this, I am telling you now itself, this course is not suitable for you. If you're not able to spend 5 minutes for installation, if you're not able to spend 5 minutes for writing this, creating a database and creating the table, if you're not able to spend this, and I'm seriously telling this, take this as serious point, this course is not fit for you. If you want to practice something, if you want to learn this course, your commitment and practice is needed. So I'm telling you very seriously, every single day you have to practice, or else please don't join this course. I don't want you guys to waste your money. Okay, I'm from KSR. I'm openly telling you, please don't join if you're not able to practice. We will get revenue, we'll get fees. But what you get, you will simply be lost. So don't spend your hard-earned money just like this. If you want to practice, only then you join this course. Else, no is no. Okay, so we'll stop here for today. Any questions?
Yes, I have a question for here. So instead of where we can create we can write only kr for while creating the table, passing the values.
Yeah, I clearly told you there is a dedicated session for data type. Okay, we'll be discussing what are the types available, what is character, what is var character, what are the other data types available. Everything I'll be dedicatingly telling you in one session. Today, my topic was not data type. Today, our topic was to create a table. That is why I asked you to follow blindly integer and character. Then slowly, when we learn day by day, then we will learn what are the data types available, what data types we can choose. Everything we will learn in coming days.
Sure.
Hello.
Yes.
Hi. This is Meenakshi Sundaram. I just came to know about KSR Datavision and KSR through one of my friend. So they asked me to, I called them and they asked me to attend this session. Okay. Before enrolling for the course. Okay. Do we today's session is for only for SQL or MySQL, or do you have any cloud-based or something, multi-cloud data engineering also?
Okay, I don't know if you have joined late, but I can show you once again. This is a roadmap. This course
Okay.
is multi-cloud data engineering with data ops. So we first 2 days I've taken on Thursday and Friday. You will find it in our YouTube channel, KSR Datavision. You go and search. Friday session, today's session, everything is a live streaming. So Friday and Saturday, I've covered what is this multi-cloud data engineer. Everything from scratch I've explained. From Monday onwards, we introduced to SQL. Yesterday I introduced to SQL. Today we have installed it and we have written our first code. So totally there are 4 classes. So today was the 4th class. So what you can do immediately after this class, please go to our YouTube channel, watch our 3 sessions, come tomorrow for the 5th session.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Hi, Santosh.
Yeah.
So all these topics will be live sessions, or do we have any pre-recorded?
Everything live here. You have to bear with my voice. You will have to bear with my teaching. If you're joining this course, it's going to be live.
Yeah, we need even. Thank you.
Okay, but 8 o'clock to 9:30 is a fixed time. It may go till 9:45, 10 o'clock also in the coming days. But in the initial days, you will fix for 90 minutes. And same day, if you practice, well and good, you can see your career getting changed. But I've also seen, see, I'm a person who has lot of dropouts also. When I say dropouts, people lose the consistency and they'll not attend the class. This type of feedbacks also we have. So the only one thing I request from you is you have to practice. If you don't practice, please don't join. That's my one kind request. Practice is necessary. If I've completed for 90 minutes, right? Immediately go and practice before you come for the next class. So the classes will be from Monday to, I think it's time to tell that as well. The classes will be from Monday to Friday, 8 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. IST. Okay. In case if you miss this, within 1 hour, you will get recordings.
Okay.
Okay, suppose if you have not attended one day, right? Even I miss some classes due to my office meetings or some travel. There could be some reasons. Even I miss it. But in case if you are missing any class, within 1 hour, you will get the recording. By example, 9:30 I'm completing. 10:30 you can watch the recording. This is one thing. Saturday and Sunday, as of now, it's holiday. But in the coming days, we'll be having some soft skill sessions, like how you can send an email to client, how you can present your findings to your client. And then we will also have some workshops. So everything we will be conducting. This is all free for you. Once you get registered for this session, which is multi-cloud data engineer, okay, so automatically you will be able to get all of this for free. Okay, this usually will be in the morning time, morning around 10 a.m. that we will update you. And please be available in our WhatsApp group so that you get all the updates. So this will be the class timings, and the course will go to 5.5 months. That means you're starting now. So December we are starting. So it will go till December.
When it is starting? December, this course multi-cloud data
Or
engineering?
started, no. This is the third day. Sorry, fourth day.
Fourth day. Okay. Fine.
So we have another, see, total course, I will tell you. It's December
Can we join in
to...
between? And can we join in between means from tomorrow or something like that?
See, 1 minute, I'll tell you. December, January, February, March, April. So April mid, your course will be completed. Okay. So it's approximately 120 days. So 120 days is your course. Actually, KSR has asked me to close in 100 days, but I'm sorry, I cannot close it in 100 days because we have a very huge syllabus. So I'll take about 120 days. 120 classes you need to attend. So today is the fourth day. So we started on 30th. Okay. So we started on, 27th we started. So 27th, 28th, we completed 2 sessions. And yesterday and today we have completed 4 sessions. So 4 sessions is completed. Now we have another 116 classes left. Okay. So it has already started. But in our KSR, we have a policy. What is that policy is? First 5 days, we will allow you for free. That is free sessions. Anyone can join.
Okay.
So the next 115 sessions, you will have to pay.
Okay.
So your free sessions will end tomorrow. Tomorrow also you can join for free. So next 115 classes is for paid. So after tomorrow, it's a kind request. Only if you have watched these 5 sessions, only if you have understood my teaching, please join here. You can join anywhere, but learn data engineering. And from Thursday onwards, it's going to be paid session. You will not get any links. You will have to log in only to our portal. So this is our portal. So this is our Datavision portal. So in that portal, you have to join. You need to get registered, and we will be giving you access post the payment. And once it is paid, every single session, you will have to join from our app. This is our LMS portal. Oh, it's taking time. Yeah, this is our LMS portal. You will have to go and sign in if you are creating the first time. And once you have signed in, you will be able to log in. I'll show you one login, how it looks like with a student account. This is exactly what you can see here. See, this is looks like your dashboard, and you will see the class details here, the next class update. And if you see here, this morning I took a couple of classes, and this class is your class, which is at 8 o'clock to 9:30, and it is showing join now. This is exactly it will show once you get registered, because the class is still not ended, right? So you will be able to see join. If you join this, directly it will land you to the same page. Now, once you have been registered, you will be given you will be assigned to a course like this. And I'll be uploading all the installation documents. I'll be giving you all the data sets which I'm going to share you for our working, and some of the assignments will give you some handwritten notes like interview questions. I'm creating a list, right? So I'll be sharing all of these notes, everything I'll be sharing you. In case if you have missed some classes, please go to the class recordings. And you can check the time range, and you can see all this will be the recorded sessions that you will get it.
Okay.
So all these record sessions, in case today, for example, I've covered installation, right? You have missed the class, so you can go and watch the recording.
Okay.
This recordings is valid for 1 year.
Regarding the enrollment to the course, how should I do it? Through online, or or should I come directly and
So
pay
you
for?
can reach out to our team. Okay, our team can
Okay.
help you if you want to reach out to our team. I think today we have done for the day, but you can call us
Okay.
tomorrow. So we work
Okay.
from 8 to 8. So you can reach out to us on the website. So if you go
Okay.
here, there is a contact us. So if you go with
Okay.
the contact us, we are actually a Bangalore-based startup. So we
Okay.
are actually a service-based and product-based company. But apart from that, we do have some time. That's why we are into training field as well. So this is our
Okay.
organization. If you want to send message, email, do whatever you want, but we work from
Okay.
8 to 8. So you can call us tomorrow after 8 o'clock.
Okay, sir. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. These sessions actually they have sent a link actually.
That's what.
This
Tomorrow also you will get link. Tomorrow also you'll get link because tomorrow also is a free session.
free session.
After
Okay.
Thursday, everything will be paid.
Paid. Okay, fine. Let me go through these sessions. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Hi, Santosh.
Yes.
Santosh, while I am practicing after the class, if I have doubt, is it possible to reach out to you or wait for the another session?
See, one thing I'll tell you is, let me show you what I do. Let me show you. See, once you get registered, right, you'll be added into a WhatsApp group. Okay, this is like a WhatsApp group. Okay, so what we do here, we'll be creating, like, for example, your batch is KSR MDE December 2025. We will create a batch like this. And here, right, we'll be sharing all the details about the course and all, and we'll be giving you assignments and people will work on it and they'll post it here. Okay. In between, if someone is stuck, I'll also be part of this group where I'll respond, but you may get some delayed response from me because I'll be in a class most of the time. So in that case, you'll get a response, but there are other mentors here. So there will be a lot of KSR mentors, KSR students, the past students, everyone will be there. So they will respond. And if no one is responding, probably see, I have given there was one error that someone has faced while practicing our data engineering pipelines, and I would have commented. So like this, I will be also part of this group, except my sleep time. Anytime I will respond here. But if I'm in meeting and classes, I may not respond, but other guys can respond. But if you really need my help, I'll always be there to help you in the group. This group will be open and only the paid students will be added here. So once you clear it, we'll also be sharing your assignments here. I'll be evaluating it. As simple as that.
Got it, Santosh. And you said soft skill training. Is that
Mhm.
all session also recorded or?
Everything I record here. Our team will record everything. And it is also like in case if someone is asking any questions, right? For example, now the class is done. The class is done 10 minutes back, but still a lot of questions I'm getting, right? Even these questions will get recorded. Until I say bye, good night, the things will get recorded. This will happen for every class. Soft skills, any extra workshops that we are conducting, everything is recording.
I got it. Thanks.
Santosh, one small.
Yeah.
Santosh, I have an basic, idea on the SQL. So, can we get access to the previous recordings of Python and all previous classes?
You can get it, but you will have to check with our team. So you check with our team. But from last batch to this batch, maybe I may add more examples or more things can be added because every batch we start adding some other things. But if you really want to refer, please go with the previous batch recordings as well.
We can get access, no?
Yeah, we can get it. You can talk to our team and they'll ask you the justification reason and all. Maybe after that, you can join there. I mean, you can get the recordings as well.
Sure, sure. And one more doubt on Azure subscription, Santosh. So, do we need to register with our card and with our details to practice
Yes.
Azure sessions, or do we
Yes.
have
For Fabric, we'll be giving you license. For Azure, you will have to log in with your credit card. I'll be helping you how to create the account, just like what I did for today. The complete installation steps. I will be giving the complete steps for your Azure creation as well. You will not be even paying an extra money. Everything will handle it within the free subscription.
But it will be only for 1 month, right? But the
No,
course.
we will be taking 2 months, right? So you need to have two accounts. 1 month you go with one account, another month you create another account. 2 free months you can get it.
It's nothing but we have to create 2 accounts.
Correct.
Then we should have 2 credit cards.
No, 1 credit card, 2 different accounts. Just you need 2 different systems. That's it. 1 credit card can be created multiple times.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much.
Okay, any questions in today's session? First of all, tell me, is SQL easy?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
let's understand the fact that it's not easy. I am making it easy.
Yes, that's true. Yeah, Santosh, one more question is like, is there any certification we need to write after this course?
Yeah, we
Is
have
there?
to, we can take up data engineering certification, which is provided by Microsoft. You can take that.
Okay, you will explain about the
Yes.
certification
In the
or?
coming days, you will have a separate session. As I told you, right, there's a workshops that we conduct.
Right.
In a separate workshop,
Okay.
we talk only on certifications.
Okay,
And
sounds
let
good.
me
Yeah.
let me tell you one truth.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have any certificates.
Oh, really? Okay.
Okay, I don't have any certificates. I'm not certified, but
Okay.
certifications doesn't define your knowledge. Okay, there are a lot of organizations only ask for certifications, but they never ask for knowledge. So I'll
Right.
recommend you to take certifications if you are applying for outside India or some well-known companies. Certifications
Okay.
will always give a value add, but it's not
Exactly.
mandatory to get job. It's not mandatory to get job.
That's true. Yeah, yeah.
Yes,
It's just
that's true.
added. Yeah.
I've interviewed a
Sir,
person yesterday. He has 7 certifications. He has a
Oh
7
my God.
certifications. And I asked him the difference. How do you create a database and table? He don't know.
Oh my God.
Then I asked him, what is the point of having 7 certifications here? No, people ask you to
Exactly.
take, I'm taking. So never rely on completely on it, but it's an add-on. You see, if you're taking, I'll be very happy because that's definitely
Yeah,
going to add a value. But equally, you need to have knowledge also.
exactly. First, we need a knowledge, then, yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Then how he got certification for those things? So
I'll give you dumps. Okay, our team is there. We will give you dumps. Dumps means the previous certifications answered, right? We will give you screenshot. Even if you buy
He,
it, you will pass it. Yeah, simple.
he did certifications on SQL, huh?
No,
But
everything
he
I'm
was
saying,
not able
the
to.
completely
Oh, okay.
SQL, Power BI,
Complete.
Azure, everything.
Oh, okay. But
What
he
I'm
is not
saying,
able to create a database. Okay.
yes. So what I'm saying, you can clear the certifications, but you should understand and then you have to clear. It's not like someone is giving a dumps, go and read the questions, pass it. No, that doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Santosh. Yeah.
Any other questions before we wind up?
Sir, another
Yes,
thing,
Santosh.
it is regarding career. Just when we learn this course, after completion of the course, when we are applying for the job, so currently I'm working. So obviously, all means most of the employees' notice period will be 3 months. So how can we handle this? Like, uh, so mostly people asking immediate joiners or 1 month, like 15 days
See,
and
there
all.
are some
So
ways to escape your 90 days. Okay, after COVID, I've never seen anyone serving 90 days. People are getting relieved in 75, 60 days, 60 to 75 days. So there are some things which I'll be telling in the last. While come to a business end of the course, first I'll ask you to leave your project. So once you leave the project, you will come on to a bench. If you are a bench employee, no company will keep you for 90 days. They'll
yeah,
release it
correct.
immediately. So there are some things which I'll tell you. There are multiple reasons, showing some external additional documents where you can get relieved, or you're not interested, you can provide a feedback, or you can give an email to your HRs and come out of the project first. So a lot of things is there. I'll tell you those things towards the end. Now, if I don't want to tell you and scare up
Yeah.
all this 90 days. So once you cover up, I will tell you what are the steps you need to follow where you can get relieved within 45 to 30 days. Or if you are getting the offer also, so let's say, for example, today you get a job. Okay, you put down the paper.
Yeah.
So today, if you
Yeah.
put down the paper, December 2nd, right? So January 2nd, February 2nd, March 2nd. So March 2nd will be your joining. So what I'm
Yeah.
saying, first company, you tell them that 1 month notice period, you get the offer, right? But don't join there. Don't join
Yeah.
there. And while the time you're completing, you will get another offer. So have multiple counter offers to kill your notice period.
Got it. So this is not a constant, right, sir? Like this 90 days, we can able to manage it.
Yeah, we can manage it. That's not at all a big challenge. People are worried with a lot of other things like career gap, whether will I understand or not, and you're coming with 90 days. So it doesn't even relate this. Very, very small issue. I will help you how to handle this.
Sure. Sure, sir. Yeah. Thank you.
Santosh, one quick question.
Go ahead.
Hey, will you guys provide job assistance in US out of India?
See, when I say job assistance, we do provide job assistance in the terms of resume preparation, guidance, what you can do it, everything. But we do have a consulting in US also. We will guide you and we will show the direction. So if you are in India, I can refer to my own company. I can refer to our known circle, everything we can do. So India will get you complete support, but US, indirect support we give you. Indirect support means we do have a lot of consulting. We do have a lot of students who have got placed. We do have a lot of other like vendors we have. So we will guide you. We'll provide them. These are the guys who can help you. That way we'll provide you the assistance.
Of course, yeah.
Career gap also guide us.
What do you mean by career guidance? I mean,
Because career gap, because I'm having a gap of around 6 to 7 months.
Okay.
So will you guide us on that also, how to tackle that?
Yes, we will help you how to tackle that. In 6 months, we will show, we'll ask you to do some projects and we'll ask you to publish in your LinkedIn so that you were not idle. You were scaling up, you were upskilling. All of this will help you.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. With that, we'll stop here for today. Any other questions, reach out to our team and we'll continue tomorrow at 8 o'clock in inserting the records. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Santosh.
Thank
you, sir.
you.
Thank
Good
you.
night. Now I'm stopping the recording. Okay. This exactly happens in every class. So once your class is done, you will be able to get the recording within 1 hour. Okay.